Hello, how are you guys doing today? It's Dahl. Welcome to my channel, and this video is about how many packs cards are worth. And you're probably looking for this because you don't want to get ripped off in public trade. So why even listen to me? Now I'm gonna go back into the game, and you can see my first trade was done about 2 years ago from this video, and since then I have made many. Oh, I've got tapped out. Tapping back in, and to the present, many different trades using the in-game system only. So almost my entire collection was done through trading. I had to, well, protect myself from all those bad trades. So I'm gonna show you a bunch of rules I personally use to prevent those bad trades from happening, and they're all based on supply and demand. I will try to be as lenient as possible so that you'll get the maximum amount of cards for your packs. So let's get started with the first category. I'm going to open up the trade menu. The first category is bunch of cards for a single pack. That sounds good, but really they're just junk, and there are basically three types of cards go in this category. They're Pokemon, and we'll start with our first example, Spearow. Enter. This is a circle. It's a common card. You can see I have 16 of these because they show up in every single pack, and nobody wants them because this card sucks. Now, because of that, there's a high supply, absolutely zero demand. You can get 16 of these for a pack. I'll give it to you. Now, you're probably going to be looking for commons that are part of a good evolution chain, so you can get 4 of those, 4 of a different evolution chain, and there's a lot of leeway for common cards. Let's move on to uncommon. This thing evolves to Pharaoh, so it just makes sense. You can see I have 13 of these because they show up in almost every single pack. Nobody wants this card because it sucks. Same reason, same category, doesn't matter if it's uncommon, still worth the same. You get all 13 for a pack if you like to. I'll give them to you, but you shouldn't really be doing it. Also, we're gonna add one more. Now, this sounds like it shouldn't be there because it's rare. It's got a star next to it. Same thing. Nobody wants this 90 hit point Swallow. I may only have 2 of these, but this card's not that good. So, high supply or even supply, but very low demand. You can knock yourself out. 16 4 of these. There's a lot of leeway when coming to these non-useful cards. If you're gonna be trying some weird deck, go for it. Trade 1 pack, get the whole evolution chain. It's gonna trade. It's gonna trade. So this is probably not helping you. We're gonna go move on to something that maybe you may be looking for, such as trainers. Now, this category, it will be the same with special energy cards, such as Double Dragon Energy and uncommon trainers. Now, these will have demands, so I'm going to recommend you can get 4 of these for a single pack, but there may be also some leeway because there's just plenty of supplies up there. You open these packs, they'll show up, and somebody's bound to have more than they can use. So sometimes you can ask for 6, 7, 8, although you only really need 4. So a good starting line, 4 pack is reasonable, but shoot for more. Shoot for more because it's junk to somebody out there. Just don't go too crazy. That's trainers. There's gonna be an exception, and that's gonna be rare, a certain rare trainers, and that one I'm gonna pick out the head ringer. So I have to select trainer again, head ringer, and this is a rare card. However, unlike that Swellow, is used quite often. It is a meta card in certain decks because it destroys EX Pokemon. This is worth 1 pack each. So rare, useful trainers, they'll probably go for a pack. So expect that as a normal exception, just supply and demand. Moving on, next category will be Pokemons that are useful but not EX. And the example is going to be Togekiss. And I'll show you why. We're going to pick the Togekiss that has the Evolution Ancient trait, very useful, and a very useful ability. And you can see this in a lot of strong decks that needs energy acceleration. Basically, this card is useful. This card is in low supply. A lot of people will want this card for this deck. So, how many packs is it worth? If, depending on some cases, you can get 2 for a single pack, that's going to be in your favor. Try to shoot for that because somebody out there may just not want these Togekiss. But I've seen in the past, it's reasonable for one of these cards, especially if it's high in demand, for one single pack. So 1-to-1 ratio, but sometimes 2-to-1 ratio in your favor. So that's good general rule to start with. Moving on up, Pokemon EX. And the one I'm going to be using is Dragonite. Now, Pokemon EX, yes, they're relatively rare, but supply and demand, there's just going to be a ton of them going around. At this moment in time, I know that EXs that are not considered meta or extremely super valuable, they're all gonna go for roughly 2 packs each, and this is reasonable. So 2 packs for an EX Pokemon, because simply it's an EX card. They're the most powerful cards in the game, sort of, and 2 packs reasonable. Also, same for Mega Evolutions. Now, I'm gonna go outside of this menu and show you what I've done. So, oh, that's not supposed to go away. Going back in, I'm gonna go to trade history, and you can see I have gotten many EX Pokemons for 2 packs each. Maybe sometimes someone's gonna give you 1 pack for it if they really don't want it, but I think it's fair for 2 packs for even a Mega Pokemon to be worth just 2 packs. So regular EX Pokemon, 2 packs. Sometimes, like when an expansion comes out, or certain EX cards may be worth much more than a pack because supply demand is extremely high. Now you can see the Shaman right here. I doubt they're worth 19 packs anymore, but a full art Shaman card, yeah, 19 packs because it's just very high demand. Now this is trickier because this is the very final category I'm going to talk about. Very high demand cards, very low supply. 4 cards, like for example, this is how you find out what they're worth. You would actually have to go create trade, and we'll do you wouldn't create a trade, I'm sorry. You go to public offers, select a filter for packs, and say you're giving packs, alright? And let's say I want to look at Shaman in particular, so I'll type in Shaman. Yes, let's turn off acceptable trades. And you're gonna see your people are asking for like 16. It's gonna populate slowly, but I'm just showing an example. 15, 16, 17, 18 packs start showing up. So as a very generic rule, these things can fluctuate, but I've had to use it sometimes when I just have to trade. Go with the lowest one. Now, this one, oh, he's asking for different stuff. Just packs only. So I think we'll just use this example, 15 packs. It's not trading. Things you see in public trade are not trading for a reason, or they're very slowly, because all the good trades just aren't there. They're being picked up immediately. So the rule I use is 1 pack less than this, sometimes 2 pack, so always shoot 1 or 2 packs lower than what's showing up in trade, and you should be good. Wonder if this is reasonable? Yeah, no. So, things, if you're not certain, go into trade, pretend that you're giving packs in the search filter, and then just trade 1 or 2 packs less. That is general rule. Sometimes it could have to be 24 hours, 8 hours, but it's usually safe. Alright, I think I've covered everything. Hopefully you find this useful and be safer trading out there. see you next time. Bye bye.